These audio podcasts were created and recorded on a laptop in 2019, before the technology we use now in 2023 and onwards, for the podcasts Conversations with Swami Durgananda. Thank you, and please enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to Samata Samashti Dharma. My name's Mirabai, and I'd like to share with you this series of podcasts titled Conversations with Our Guru. Here with us today is our beloved Guru, Swami Durgananda, Joe and myself. Now let us begin.
What does the word Durga mean to you?
It means an enormous amount of responsibility, in as much as I had to earn it, the right to have the name Durga. But Durga means, the eternal mother, the destroyer of demons. I think it's a great name. Unfortunately, I didn't want it because I thought, I said to Maharaj, I don't like that name. Can't you give me a really nice one? He said, no. You've got red hair and a bad temper, so that's the name.
It works.
It goes with you. So, yes.
Do you feel that there's a lot of responsibility on that name, though? Once you've been given that name?
Yes.
So,
because then she has to be absolutely strict, loving but hard.
So do you feel with your initiates, or do you feel with your initiates, Swami, that you're giving strong love at times and it's hard for them to accept because their guru has given them a smack on the wrist with her?
I think so, but the point is that I have a job to do.
Yeah.
And I'll do it.
Yep.
Because my guru told me that's what you have to do, so I will do it. And if people don't like me because I tell them grow up or you have to practice and no, you're not God's greatest gift to the world, so be it. But I was born tactless, I'll probably die tactless, so I don't have the tact that you possibly should have.
So our initiate name is our purpose.
Yes, you've got to find from that name, you need to get the essence of that name and live up to it. If you don't, you haven't earned the right to be called that name. That's why you get a spiritual name.
With that spiritual name, though, Swami, carrying on from that, do you think people do enough research on the name they've been given to actually then honour that name they have been given by their guru?
Absolutely not. And sometimes you get the name and they wear it like a badge.
Yeah.
But it isn't. You have to earn it.
Wow. So what would you recommend or suggest to people that have got a spiritual name that maybe have just been initiated or have been initiated 20 years ago? What path would you actually wrong word, what path would you help them with for them to actually get to understand their name, their spiritual name a bit better, so they can actually act out what they've been blessed with?
I think that's individual. I think each person's individual, so I can't give you a carte blanche way of which I would do it.
Yeah,
I know that my
guru
would possibly, if you didn't meet up to your expectations, he'd call you useless and throw you out. But for each person, it's a little different how I would approach it.
So with your, sorry?
So you said that with the spiritual name, is it something that we need to research, contemplate, or we see?
Well, I think you can research it and find out what it means. And then I think you really, really need to contemplate it. How am I going to live up to that name? What's the very essence of that name? What does that name really mean to me?
With Hindu, or has that spiritual name been something that is part of sort of ancient yogic traditions?
Yes, it is. But usually the guru will give you a spiritual name as part of your journey.
Does that come from the masters, like as in
yeah.
through
Well,
you, or from the masters to you?
Well, it will come from guru to chela. So it's not from the masters. It will have to be from the actual guru that initiates you.
Yep.
And then that guru must look at you. They must see right into your whole being, and then the guru needs to contemplate that. That doesn't. We don't pick it out of the sky, or we don't pick it out of a book.
Yep.
We have to really think, does this suit them? Is this the way that they'll be able to evolve a little bit quicker? Will this help them in their life's journey?
Oh, excellent.
Do you only ever receive one spiritual name?
Yes.
So that's for this life?
It's for this life to get you where you need to go. It's no use you going from guru to guru and getting a spiritual name, because that definitely is not going to work. All it will do is totally confuse you. So I always say, pick the modality, stick with it, and practice.
That's good advice.
And be truthful. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Thank you for joining us in another episode of the Teachings of Samata. For further information regarding these teachings with Swami Durgananda and the products, please check out the website below. To follow along with this journey, please subscribe for more. And thank you. We hope to see you again soon.